Hello and welcome to Cuesta Sports Monthly, an in-depth look at Cuesta athletics. I'm Peter Schuler, and today on Cuesta Sports Monthly, it's all about spring sports. We welcome swimming, track and field, and beach volleyball as they all wrap up their regular seasons the next month. First up, it's swimming with freshman Grant Huston and Annika Pauschek from Cuesta Swimming. So welcome, Grant, Annika. You guys are getting down there. Conference championships is coming up. How are you guys feeling about the season so far?
I'm feeling really good about it. Everyone's been really successful so far, and honestly, it's been a huge improvement just from the beginning of the season. So I'm really excited to see how everyone performs at state so far. Yeah.
Now the women's team has a little bit smaller team than the men's. They kind of take a lot of the seats up on the bus, I know. But you guys have made a lot of points. You guys have kind of attacked the top 10 of the school. You have two marks on the top 10. How are you feeling about that?
I'm really excited. Yeah, I've been doing really well, personally with my performance. So I've been really happy with how it's going so far.
Now, Grant, you've done a pretty good job of attacking the school record board. I think you have 6 new records.
Yeah. All right, it might be 7.
It might be 7. We'll keep them going. How are you feeling just coming down here, coming up here, and just?
Well, the feeling a little bit of pressure. We have kind of a tradition of winning conference, so we're trying to keep that going if we can. And feeling really fortunate to be a part of this team. We all work really hard, push each other, have great coaching. So yeah.
So you're really focusing on that team thing to get that conference championship, maybe get up to the top of the state.
Yeah, that'd mean a lot to me if we could win that conference championship again. And then beyond that, just since the first state, doing the best that I can do, see if I can drop some more time, and yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Well, Annika, you came over here from over in Atascadero, swam for Coach Alex.
Yeah.
What was kind of the experience? Now you're kind of Did you feel having that bigger pool there helped you in your last year? Were you there for that?
Oh no, at Atascadero, I only ever had the small pool.
Oh, okay.
I had problems all 4 years, but as soon as I leave,
as soon as you left, they get the big pool.
Exactly, yeah.
So what's it like in the big water here at Cuesta?
I love it. It's so much nicer than what I'm used to at Atascadero. So I've just been so grateful that we have a pool that's functioning the entire season. So yeah.
Okay. Now, you started off in Gig Harbor, Washington, up there, and then you made your way down here. Your family is now in Laguna Beach?
Yes, that's correct.
So is that kind of a...
Yeah, so it's my dream to play water polo here in California. So I was recruited by Greg and given an opportunity to come here and train and play. So that's why I'm here, and it's certainly it's a lot warmer down here for sure.
Now, you had some pretty good numbers up there in Washington, though. You were a district champion in the state in the 200 and the 500, and then just as a junior, a district champion in 100 and 200, same as a senior. Are you a distance guy? You were kind of all over the place. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what you think of yourself.
I like to think of myself as mid-distance, so 100, 200. I like to stay away from the 500 and the mile, but I'm good at them. So, yeah.
So okay, so now you came down here. You were at Gig Harbor. Your family's in Laguna. What kind of got you up to San Luis Obispo?
My older brother has attended Cal Poly for the past 3 years. He swims there. Unfortunately, their team was cut, sadly. So next year he's transferring to University of Southern California to continue swimming. So I'm just trying to follow in his footsteps a little bit. So I live really close to him in SLO. So that was a main motivation for me moving here.
That's kind of a tough situation there with Cal Poly. They got that new pool probably 8, 9, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now you're here, and then they lost that. So both of you guys are kind of stuck. Is SC someplace where you would like to go, or?
I'd like to play water polo. So.
Okay.
Probably not Cal Poly, but it was definitely in the cards. So it's unfortunate.
Annika, what are your kind of plans here?
My plans are also to play water polo, actually. So I'm going to do 1 more year at Cuesta, and then I'm looking to transfer to a 4-year school.
Any place in particular?
I'm thinking either San Diego or Santa Barbara right now. Yeah, I'm not sure, but those are what I'm hoping for.
All right. Well, you got pretty good accolades last year. First team all conference. You made the all state teams, and all right. So that sounds good. Now, what are you guys looking for as a team, the guys? You guys, the team got top 3 last year. Do you guys have a team goal out there, or is it just kind of everybody's just trying to do their best?
Yeah, well, as a team, we're trying to win the conference championship. Like, Bakersfield has been our main rival all season, so it's been kind of back and forth in the relays against them, and that's a big team goal. And then we're all just trying to, like, better ourselves. Some people have polo, and we have a few just swimmers, and we're all just, like, trying to just, like, work hard and, like, pursue, like, our opportunities, I guess.
So this weekend, when you go up to Bakersfield, this has got to be a big rivalry weekend for you?
Yeah.
That's your last kind of meet before you get into the championship meets, the conference and the state.
Yeah, for sure. This weekend should be interesting to go against Bakersfield at home, so hopefully we can do something good on the road against them. And then conference is just going to be a dogfight. Very small pool, lots of teams, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes, yeah.
How about the women's team? What's your outlook for your group?
I don't think we really have a team goal per se, but we've all just been really looking to improve our individual times, and especially this year because we actually have multiple relay teams, we've been really happy about that. And so just PRing every single meet, trying to do everything we can to improve just makes us, feel really accomplished. So, yeah.
So you talked a little bit about your favorite events. You like the shorter events. What about you, Annika?
I swim the mile, and backstroke is my main stroke. So I think right now for state, I'm going to be going for the 50, 100, and 200 backstroke, and then the mile. So
you're upside down or just going forever?
Exactly, yeah.
What do you guys think about your team's chances? I mean, you guys are defending conference champions, I think, the last 3 years. You're feeling pretty good. You're a little worried about Bakersfield, but how do you feel the team is feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of our coaches have kind of put us in the frame that we're like maybe weaker than we have been in the past, and we're definitely trying to prove them wrong. We don't want them to be able to say at the end that other teams like have worked harder than us before or anything like that. We want to say that we did everything we could at the end, and hopefully that's enough to get the win.
Now, do you guys have like a pre-race routine that you guys go? You gotta isolate yourself, or you just have a certain amount of laps you have to warm up for? Or?
Yeah, normally we do our shoulder stretching all together as a team, and that's like very official. We're all counting every like stretch, and we sometimes after that we'll get some music, get loud and kind of rowdy to get kind of fired up, I guess.
Is that then when we kind of do that together?
Or? We do something different but similar within our girls team. So we all like stretch together. We all just kind of listen to music, get like pumped up, and then I personally just always like listen to music on my own like before I race. So I'm doing my own thing,
Now, is that different than water polo? I mean, with water polo, would you get hyped up or would you get like focused? How is that different? Playing those two sports, they're just because they're in the water, they're not the same thing.
I think for water polo, I'm really focused on me and my team, so like we're all talking strategy together, whereas for swim, it's really just me getting focused. Yeah, just ready for like the mental game, yeah.
That's kind of the same with you?
Yeah, I'd agree with her. I mean, I think that you're both warming up as a team in both situations, but polo is definitely, there's more focus on like communication, I guess, just like making sure that the like channels are all open and ready to go so that in the game there's no like weird situations between teammates.
All right, thank you. That does it here for swimming here at Cuesta Sports Monthly. We'd like to thank Grant Huston and Annika Pauschek, and we will wish them well as they prepare for the conference and state meets coming up. Coming up next on Cuesta Sports Monthly, we will check in with track and field when Cuesta Sports Monthly returns.
This program is produced by Cuesta Broadcasting. Start your radio, TV, and film career at Cuesta College.
We're back on campus with track and field athletes Kiana Marie Lambert and William Dawes as they prepare for the month-long trip to the state championships. Welcome, Kiana. Welcome, William. William, you guys both know it takes forever to get to the state championships. It's a lot going on. You guys are kind of getting ready for the conference meet. You have one more long week this week in San Francisco, is it?
Yes,
So-
not all of us though.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's mostly just for distance runners.
Okay.
And then the week after that week, we will go to the UCSB Open.
Right, the one-day thing, and then conference.
Yeah.
So how are you guys feeling about it? You guys both went through this all last year, and how are you feeling about getting back into that conference, into that championship? You guys change your mode once you get into that elimination type of time? Your mental
I think
focus?
I definitely kind of become a little more focused. I try to kind of have fun at first because you only do well when you're enjoying what you're doing. If you don't like it, then it just keeps piling on. But I think this is definitely the time to kind of switch from, okay, it's fun, but let's kind of hone it in a bit so that it's fun but serious too. So
Yeah, I agree, but I'm also super competitive, so winning is fun. So, yeah.
true.
Now, okay, that's a good thing because Kiana, when you're in the lanes, you have that person right next to you, and you can say, "Hey, I'm chasing that person or that person. I'm not letting that person pass me." Is it different for you, William? Because you're basically going against gravity all the time. That's your biggest opponent, whether it's long jump, triple jump, or occasionally high jump. You know that's kind of your thing. So how do you, when you have someone to beat, and you have kind of like your own mental thing, how do you prepare for that?
It's usually just like, yeah, you don't have someone to chase, but you still have a number to chase, or you have, oh, that person just beat me on their last jump. Now I'm going to beat them back. And it's like a fun back and forth. But like mentally, I don't know. As long as I feel like with track, you need to stay out of your own head, because the second you get in your head, you're done. Yeah.
How about you? Do you like that lane, that person to chase? Do you need that rabbit out in front of you?
Yes and no, because the same thing about that Will said, just like it's a mind game. If you keep thinking in your head like this person is faster than me, if you kind of go too far, then you don't push yourself far enough. You need to find that like sweet spot of like, okay, this person's fast, but I can chase them. So it's just finding that right mentality of like, this person is here to push me, not to just beat me, but like push me to do the best. So it's kind of nice to have that, I guess, motivator.
So like 90% of sports is half mental, is what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Now in track, and I think it's more so probably in track than in swimming or stuff like that, because they're all in the water and that kind of thing. But for an individual sport, is it more you guys have a group of throwers, runners, jumpers, and that kind of thing than it is men's and women's sports?
Honestly, yeah, because I sprint, but I also joined jumps this year, so I've spent a lot of time with like Will and the other jumpers this year, and the sprinters I was with last year, I rarely see them now, except for outside of practice. So, and then when it gets to competition, it is the groups, and then it's even divided further with like men and women a little bit. So, it is definitely by groups, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think about this whole team? What do you think? How do you feel about that team as a group? Is it like once you get out of your little groups, is that there like a camaraderie with everybody out there?
Yeah, definitely. This year, way more than last year. Last year was kind of not the best, but this year we have a good group of kids that, you know, everyone is trying their best, and like I'm seeing improvement from everyone, which really helps, because when you don't, it's just like a bad vibe on the team, basically, which was what last year was. But this year is really fun.
Now, is that because you guys are sophomores and leaders and you're kind of bringing everybody together?
I mean, I'd like to think so.
Yeah, right.
But I think, honestly, I feel like there's just a lot of like just fresh faces. Like they're all so happy and young. They're like, I just want to do my best. And so I think with that energy, we kind of feed off of it. Like, okay, we can work with this. And
Yeah, because last year we were the freshmen, and the upperclassmen were not guiding at all. They were kind of negative. So that just kind of was not the best. But this year, since everybody's happy, everyone is doing well.
Is that kind of how you guys kind of changed that? Do you guys feel like you've changed that culture a little bit because you wanted a more positive thing?
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, you guys are doing those things. What would be your pre-race routine or pre-jump routine? Do you throw on the headphones, isolate yourself? Do you kind of do something else, or?
I definitely have realized.
Is it different for you when you do different events?
I think so, yeah. So running is when I get the most nervous because it's so like solo, like it's just you on the track. So I kind of have to isolate myself with music, or like I'll like look around and be like, oh, the sky is so blue. This is worth doing. Like it's just so like you can get so nervous, but with jumping, I think it's fun. So I kind of just hang out with like the other jumpers, like find out what they're gonna do, and like just kind of motivate ourselves. So it is a little different per event for me, at least.
Yeah, for me, I don't use mucus. I don't use music or anything because in the later meets you're not allowed to have headphones in. So I just kind of stray away from it. So it's not like something I need or like a crutch at all.
You just hum.
Yeah, I just hum to myself. Just listen to my great voice. No, I usually just get a really good warm up in, make sure all my muscles feel good, make sure like the rhythm and timing of everything feels right, and like get very in tune. That's like when I know my body's in tune, like I can tell I'm gonna jump well that day.
Now, I don't know how you get fast. Maybe it's you get chased by your neighbor's dog or something like that. But what was what was it that made you decide that you wanted to be a runner?
Well, I did do a little bit of sprints in high school, but I was just kind of had like, again, it's a mental game. My mentality was very like weak when I was younger. Like it was just hard to push myself, but my family did it, and so I was just really inspired by them, and eventually I kind of picked it up on my own to be like, I actually like this for myself. Like I like how it makes me feel athletic. I feel great when I run fast and I jump far, and just on top of that, the social aspect too is just so fun. Everyone is interested and wants to be the best too, so it's nice.
I know they make you run sometimes.
Sometimes.
But you're top 3 in both the long jump and triple jump all time at Cuesta, and that's pretty impressive. But when did you realize that, hey, I'm going to go jump over there, I'm going to do that? What?
I played soccer my entire life, and then I started dabbling in football in high school, and I also started dabbling in track my junior year, and one of our coaches was just like, you should try triple jump, and I was like, what's that? And he was like, I don't know, but you should try it. And I was like, okay. And then did well, and then my senior year, I went on to go to the state meet and place 3rd in state in high school, and I wanted to just keep going from there. I wasn't good enough to go D1, so that's why I went, the community college route, but that's the end goal for sure.
You're feeling like you're getting that improvement where you may try next year?
I'm talking to a few schools right now, which is really exciting. Montana State, Colorado State, Cal Poly, and Long Beach State.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We wish you luck with that long slog through the championship season here. Prelims, finals.
It's the fun part.
Yeah.
So thanks again to Kiana Marie Lambert and William Dawes, and we wish them luck as they challenge the best in the state. Well, that does it all when we return to Cuesta Sports Monthly, we'll see you in a moment. Bye.
.edu. Television, radio, broadcast, communications. Explore the world of digital communication and tap into your creative genius. Television, radio, broadcast, communications.
This is your boy, the DUI, and you're listening to KGUR.org.
Your digital future is at Cuesta College right now. Log on to cuesta.edu now for enrollment dates and class information.
Don't get the boom in this shot. Blowing it, bro.
Cuesta.edu.
Welcome back to Cuesta Sports Monthly. We welcome Cuesta Beach volleyball players Cayley Brown and Rosita Menta. Welcome, Rosita. Cayley,
Thank you.
to Cuesta Sports Monthly. Let's go a little bit up. The season. How's the season going so far this year?
I feel like it's going good. I mean, we started off with a win our first game, so it's going pretty good.
Our league games just started, so I don't know our record, but we just played at Poly last Friday. We all did really good, but it's only going up from here, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a new sport, and this is the second year of it. What's it like? You kind of get it's kind of the best of all worlds. You get to play on the beach all the time.
Yeah.
What's your favorite beach you played on so far? I know it's not the Cuesta Beach.
Definitely Santa Barbara.
Yeah, I like playing.
It was the warmest. Yeah.
Otherwise, I've played at Santa Barbara before, so I like playing there. I feel comfortable.
So I think your next match coming up is Bakersfield. How's Bakersfield's beach?
Well, she's from Bakersfield, so.
Oh, okay. That's right.
I don't know. I've never played they play at the Cal State courts since they don't have any, and I've never even seen them before, so I don't know how it is.
Okay,
Hopefully
so this is your first time ever playing beach?
No.
Okay.
So before, I practiced at one of the high schools in Bakersfield.
Okay.
So I never.
Garces has its own place?
No, it was the other private school, BCHS. They have
Okay.
really nice courts there. So yeah.
It's my first time playing beach, definitely. And I was hoping for warmer weather, but we've been playing through a lot of rain and wind.
It's a tough spring sport when it's
it really is.
And the sand gets a little harder, I think, too, huh?
Yeah.
So, okay. So what is kind of the thing that you like most about beach, and is it better than indoor?
For me, I'm definitely more of an indoor girl, just because I've grown up doing that my whole life. But I like beach because it's more like, it's less pressure. Like, no, you're only you and your partner. Like, nobody gets upset when you make errors, or it's just kind of your own game rather than a whole team of people like depending on you for every point. But
is the communication different? Do you find if you change partners, you have to redo your?
Oh yeah, definitely. Communication is huge with beach because it's just you and your partner out there. So you don't have 6 girls on the court with you that can help you. And
with injuries and everything this season, we've all been changing partners. Nobody's had a set partner all season.
Does that take a moment to kind of gel and do that?
Yeah.
With the types of players' heights, some are shorter, some are blockers, defenders.
Yeah, we call them big and littles.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you try to match a big and a little and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So well, what got you guys into volleyball in the first place?
So for me, I started off playing indoor. Well, first I was a gymnast, and then gym got to be a lot of competitive gymnastics, and it was a lot of time, and I didn't want to do it anymore, but I was playing volleyball for my school, and I loved playing volleyball, and it was just little rec, and so then I told my mom I want to play volleyball, and I liked playing volleyball more than gym, so then I quit gym, and I started playing volleyball indoor. But I always wanted to play beach, but my dad was let's get you, knowing the fundamentals first. So then I played indoor for a little bit, and then I switched over to beach.
Now, would you prefer indoor or beach? Because you kind of have you can have a set position.
Yeah, so
in indoor, but you play
indoor,
everything.
I mean, it was fun for a while, but then it just got to not be as fun for me, and I had already started playing beach, and I liked beach way more, so then I stopped indoor and just started focusing on beach. And I like beach way more. It's so much more fun, I think, and you can just relax out there. Indoor is so much more tense, and beach, you're just having fun.
And it doesn't hurt when you dive.
Yeah, no.
Unless you're at the Cuesta courts.
Yeah.
Now, I'll talk about a little bit about the Cuesta courts. They were built, I think, in late 80s, early 90s, and they've kind of been used. Other teams have used them for deep sand training and other things. I don't know if you guys have done it. And it's kind of, they're kind of rebuilding that facility right now. How's it working for you guys out there?
Well, we've had a lot of practices and games have to be moved and canceled because we don't have a very good drainage in our courts. So when it rains, our courts just flood. Like
Okay.
she just comes into mud.
Yeah.
So
And I know that's Whitney's like next step. Like she's, really trying to like get that, fixed for us. But for right now, like over I think winter break, she got I think we got like new nets and lines and stuff. So that was really nice.
Yeah, no, it did. Last year was kind of sparse.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get to see that much of that, but yeah, last year was sparse, and now it looks like it's starting to. The facility's developing.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now, Cayley, you came here this year, and your sister had been here before. Is that what brought you here? Did she have a good time, and you wanted to come down here? Or?
Yeah, so I knew I wanted to play somewhere at a junior college because I've never been tall enough to play anywhere higher than that for my position. But my sister played here, and she had a lot of fun, and I really liked the town, so gave it a shot.
Well, you're saying you're not tall enough. I mean, you were second on the team in kills last year, and you absolutely destroyed the school record for service aces.
Yeah. Growing up, like doing indoor and stuff, I went to a lot of showcases and traveled a lot, tournaments, and my parents went to a lot of the meetings too, and most people just said like for outsides it's got to be like 6 foot to 6'2" if you want to be on the teams, and it's just kind of, I don't know, I've never been up to the level of other people that tall, so maybe in the future, but for now I like Cuesta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you came over here. What kept you from staying in Bakersfield?
Oh.
You can go off on this if you want to.
So I just originally I didn't know like what I wanted to do like till the very end of my senior year for my major, and then I figured out that I needed to go to Cal Poly for my major, and I talked to a girl at like the Ag Expo, and she had told me that she went to Cuesta and transferred over in the same major that I had. So I decided that that would be like my best option, and I really just didn't, my parents didn't want me to go to BC, and I didn't want to go to BC either. And so they were like, yeah, like, let's do that. So that's why. And then I just ended up playing volleyball too.
So when you guys go back to BC this season, to play there, are you is it gonna be like a homecoming there? Or is there gonna be rivalry with people coming?
No,
look, here comes Rosita back from the beach to hang out with us.
No, there's definitely rivalry. Like we already played them in Santa Barbara, and I like told my partner Katie, I was like, we have to win this game, like, and she was like, okay, and we did. We beat them, but yeah, because I know most of the girls on that team, so it's a rivalry.
Yeah. All right, and now. You've been here for this. Your sister is here. This is your first year. You're going to be back next year.
Yes.
I got a question. When you're out there at the sand volleyball courts, you're kind of a pickleball player too, all right? Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you are you hoping that transitions and?
Oh, pickleball, me?
Yeah.
I don't play pickleball.
No. Okay.
That's Coach Rocky.
Okay, so Rocky's talking about. Okay, so he's trying to get you out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tries to get
everyone to play pickleball.
Yeah.
It's her favorite thing.
Okay. Well, Cayley Brown, Rosita Menta, thank you very much for joining us here on Cuesta Sports Monthly. When we come back, that concludes this episode of Cuesta Sports Monthly. We'd like to thank today's guests, Cayley Brown, Rosita Menta, Kiana Marie Lambert, William Dawes, Annika Pauschek, and, of course, Grant Huston. Remember, to stay up to date with your Cuesta Cougars, visit the Cuesta Athletic website at cuestaathletics.com. I'm Peter Schuler. For all of us here at Cuesta College, thanks for watching, and thank you for your support of Cuesta College Athletics.